यहाँ स्टार्ट करो.
Well, yeah, I agree with the point that correction is more important than satisfaction and perfection, because without correcting yourself, you can't satisfy yourself. Okay, if you start to correct yourself on each and every wrong step would you take, you would be feel satisfied, and after the satisfied, you will be perfect on yourself, on your career, on the path you will choose. That's my perspective. What do you say, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you are correct. Correction is all about correction, because life depends on correction. When we can't mistake, and how can we correct ourselves, and how can we achieve our goals, and how can we satisfy ourselves? Because when we satisfied, that time comes the
Eye
correction.
contact.
That time comes correction. Because when we did not do any kind of mistake, then how can we correct ourselves, and how can we achieve our goals? Because it's all about a correction. And then satisfaction. When you correct yourself, you will be a satisfied yourself, because satisfied is that you have to achieve your goal. Then you satisfied yourself, then you have to perfect yourself, because when you correct, satisfied, and perfection comes after last, because it's all about yourself.
Well, don't you think that, ma'am, if you correct yourself and if you are always correcting yourself, then you are stuck in this. You are not improving yourself and you are not perfecting yourself. Because if you are correcting something, if you know that I am correcting this for after doing this mistake, then you are just correcting this and you are not improving this. If you have mindset that I have to become a perfect person, then you have to be perfect. And if you have a mindset that I am correcting over this, then you are
Very
just
good.
correcting and you are mistaking. So
So what did you say? Correction is not
perfection mindset is important.
Ajab.
But without correcting something, how can you be perfect? Because correcting means what? You are doing better this time before that time you do that thing, right? Correction means what? Correcting the thing means you are perfecting yourself. You are making yourself a perfect by correcting yourself. That's why after that you will feel satisfied, like yeah, finally I can do anything, I can do this as perfect as I can do. Well, you said that in our school life we all know that we are holding a chapter, like, and we are doing mistake, and then we are doing mistake, and then go to our teachers, and then we know that after we're doing mistake our teacher will teach us how to we correct our maths. The point is that correct us. Teacher is correct. And we also know that after that we correct this math and we are correcting this, and after that this chapter we are doing the same thing. We are just correcting this by our teachers. Wait, no, correction is what correction you can do by yourself also, right? If you are doing on something, like if you are taking a class of speaking of English, right? And already you're grooming something. Then for the start, you will join the first class, and you will feel like where I can take a wrong step, where I have a down like what
where you can wrong in your grammars
and all.
always
And after the next class, you will try to correct yourself by not repeating that mistake also. By correcting your teacher, you can understand that yeah, in that point I feel I do wrong. Then this time I will not be going to do the same thing. You will try to correct yourself. Then you will be perfect on the last one. What do you think, ma'am? Well, remember.
Yes, please.
Correction is important, because without correct anything, we are not perfect in anything.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
I think I agree with your point. My point is correction is important.
Bah,
Because
very
of,
good.
My past
Carry on,
and experiences to solve my future problems.
Yes, come on.
Well, you supplied a very good idea. I also agree with correction is more important than satisfaction and perfection. Just because you can't correct yourself, how could you be satisfied and being a perfect?
Bah.
That's why I agree.
I
Yes.
think she has a really good point. First of all, I would be saying that perfection is like a mirage. However, how much ever we run to it, it will always go a little bit far. but we will be better, but it will be going a little bit far. So first of all, first thing I would be saying that satisfaction should be the first thing. We should be accepting whatever we are achieving. Then correcting itself, we have to analyze how we are performing and whatever we are doing. Then analyze, then correct it. And if we do this process again and again, we will be already achieving whatever perfection we want in whichever field we are. So I think satisfaction, correction, then perfection.
Perfect.
Then how can we satisfied you without your correction?
Exactly.
Without the mistakes
Very-
you corrected? How can you be satisfied?
Main thing that satisfaction does is we have to accept whatever is the reality which we are in. If we are not accepting the reality, how can we correct it?
No, satisfaction sensation. If you don't correct yourself, how to get that level of sensation? How can you boost up your sensation? No, that is a sensation. No, external sensation. Wow, I can do it. Wow, you feel satisfied. I can do it. You feel satisfied.
So for example, I would be taking an example
Hmm.
that the invention of bulb. It took around 300 times.
999 times.
999 times. That was the mistake he was doing, and he was correcting each and every time. And later he said that he got 999 times. He said that.
Then why didn't he leave after doing a lot of mistakes? Because of what?
He is satisfied by their mistake.
Yeah,
He should be
yeah.
But he is not, because he can't be correct on
Correct,
that point.
yeah.
He has to be correct. He has to correct their experiment.
Exactly.
After that, he will be satisfied by
Yeah,
it.
that is the main thing.
But that is the thing, right? The result whichever came, he satisfied with it. Yes, I have found another way to not to make a bulb. He said this phrase, not to make a bulb. He was satisfied with that result. Then he analyzed. Okay, I was doing this mistake. Methane is not used in bulbs. Then he started to do. Then he
Then
corrected it.
after he learned from his mistake, right? After correcting the bulb himself, then he learned from his mistake.
Yeah.
Then he felt satisfied that
Very good.
He did
Something. Yeah, he accept the next method because he can't satisfy by their first method. That's why he will try the next method, right? Because he want to be correct themselves first. He want to be perfect on that point. After that, he will be satisfied himself. Yeah, I will finally achieve his goal.
So what are the conclusions, guys?
The first correction,
Correction.
satisfaction after the